Let's talk about those who are working together, and it's the Kenyan Capital Markets Authority that's entered into a partnership with the Securities and Exchange Commission of Ghana. The two bodies hope that the move is a signal towards sound financial services in both countries. Let's get a view from the head of Ghana Stock Exchange, Adu Anane-Antwi, who's the Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission of Ghana. Thanks so much for your time. Let's start off with why this collaboration.
Well, thank you very much. Let me just make a correction. I don't head the stock exchange. As you said later on, I'm the Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission of Ghana. But the stock exchange is one of our regulated
So you're the regulator.
Entities.
Why
yes,
this partnership?
That we regulate them. Yes, we have this partnership with our counterparts in Kenya, the Capital Markets Authority. And we've signed an MOU, that is Memorandum of Understanding, to ensure that we could exchange information relating to how we regulate our various capital markets. We exchange information so that we can have rules, laws, and regulations, how to administer all those rules. We need to exchange information on how to do that. We also need to collaborate even in terms of product development. If Kenya develops a product and we think that we can study from them, learn from them, and come out with similar products, it should be possible for us to do that. Likewise, they can also do that when Ghana has come out with some products. For example, if we have now we've gone a little step further in introducing exchange-traded funds. If Kenya is not going to do that, they could learn from our experiences, what we did, and if there were any problems that we face, they would be able to avoid those problems. We also cooperate so that in case of anybody flouting the securities laws in any of these countries, and there's a need for one other country to provide assistance to the other, in terms of investigating what somebody has done in that country which affects the market of the other country, it should be possible for the other regulator, to seek your assistance for you to do some investigation in your local market,
right,
and give that information to the foreign regulator to be able to pursue its regulatory enforcement policies.
Okay,
so
now some people would argue that Kenya is a fairly well-regulated stock exchange and capital market in general. Even in the process of demutualization, there's been just such rigor and such diverse consultation in how the process is to be undertaken with the stockbrokers, with the public, and all the mechanisms. Yeah. For many people, the issue in Kenya is how to lift the market. For many people, the issue in Ghana is how to lift greater domestic participation in the market. That is generally what investors are concerned about. It's not the governance, it's the dynamism. Yeah, we are all concerned about developing the capital markets, the stock exchange for that matter. And we need more listings on the stock exchange. Kenya has more companies listed on the exchange than Ghana. Ghana started with 11 and we have moved now to 34. It's still not what we want. And we together, if we collaborate and share ideas as to how to move, get more listings. We learned, since I have been here, I have learned a few things about how to get things done properly. They've also learned a few things about what we are doing. The sharing of these ideas gives you the opportunity to do more in developing the products, making sure you can get more listings on your exchange. Let's talk about the situation in Ghana. I mean, there have been attempts, for instance, at increasing the trading time so that you can involve more foreign participants. There's also talk, for instance, of getting the top 10 companies to try to float an additional 25% of their entities so that there's more supply in the market. As a regulator, and you speak to the GSC, what sort of ideas are you dabbling with right now? Because Ghana is effectively one of the fastest growing markets, and now that you're producing oil, people are really interested to come into Ghana. It's just a supply of products.
Yeah, that is true, and we are working on that seriously. We've put in a market development committee, which is made up of the Securities Exchange Commission, myself as the chairman of that committee, with 2 deputies, director generals of the commission. The stock exchange is represented by the managing director and his deputy. Then we have 2 representatives of the Securities Market Association, Industry Association, that is Market Association, also represented by 2. And we have been meeting, have had a series of meetings, looking at measures to be taken to ensure that we get more listings. We've started talking to some of the banks in Ghana. You know, the Bank of Ghana has increased the capital requirement of banks. Their stated capital is supposed to be increased, and we believe that we could use that opportunity to talk to these banks to use the capital market to raise those funds. I myself have said they don't have any excuse to say Bank of Ghana should give them an extended period, because if they have come to the market and they were not able to raise that market, then they can make an appeal to Bank of Ghana to say, let us have some more time. But they haven't come. And these are some of the things that we are pursuing to make sure that they will come and raise the additional capital that Bank of Ghana requires from the market to deepen
we have to leave it there, though. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for your time, Adu Anane-Antwi, who's the Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission in Ghana, who's currently in Kenya on plans to collaborate between the 2 regulators there.